And that's when I said, I don't care what you think, officer. Fuller House is the better series out of the two. And then that's when I woke up in the ditch.
Prison.
No, actually, I woke up outside Kyle's and I'm like, what the hell? And now here we are. Did you hit record?
Funny thing is, I'm not gonna... Yes, I did.
Son of a bitch.
Funny thing is, I'm not gonna argue with you about which was the better
Yeah, no, he was in the wrong.
Full House or Fuller House.
He was in the wrong. He said that Full House was the better one. I'm like, you ain't seen Fuller House.
I haven't.
Big crack. And then I woke up outside Kyle's door, and here we are. Introduce the show.
Oh, man.
If you want to hear a truer story, there was a drive-by my house yesterday. Seriously. That's a true story.
This got dark quick.
Oh, my God. Tales from the Hood right here. Jeez.
Yeah, that's
not
what it was.
Tales. That's Kyle.
Yo.
Did you just call me Kyle?
She did.
I never know how to say it right, so you have to forgive me.
It's Kyo.
It's like Co with a Y.
Kyo. Okay,
There you go.
I'll remember it now.
Welcome. Welcome to On the Brain Stream of Consciousness episode number 2.
Yes.
The last one we did was in October.
Was it that long ago?
Yes, it was.
Wow,
it
last year?
just took me. It took me a while to actually.
It took you like over 6 months.
It took me a while to actually put it together.
That shit didn't go up till like early this year. I kept checking the SoundCloud page like, where is it? Oh, I love what you said.
No. But basically, we just put the mic on and we just start talking.
And you know the stars aligned just right because we have the 3 from last time here. I didn't know that.
I know. It's just the 3. It's just the 3 of us again.
Yeah,
tonight.
we were supposed to have more people, but car troubles and
so
dog trouble.
You know,
when you let your car and your dog
adult
call the shots, you've gone to hell.
Look,
adult
that
responsibilities.
dog finally caught the car. That's why.
Look,
he didn't know what to do with it.
Look.
Do I fight it?
I hope that she's doing well because it was serious.
It's all
for me.
just these are jokes.
It was serious for a minute, you know. But what are you gonna do? We're adults now. If you want a pet, you gotta take it.
In the eyes of the law, yeah.
And I mean, according to the law, and
do we really care about the law? I mean, idiots run it.
To an extent.
Like
I mean, I like the whole no killing thing, but
yeah,
that's just me.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm a huge fan.
Call me crazy.
I don't know. I mean, if your life was at stake, wouldn't you kill to save yourself?
How? What type of stake we talking?
Like someone trying to murder you, wouldn't you like?
Now, if they're trying to murder me, exactly what can I do to defend myself?
Okay, but like, what's the scenario? Like, they just see me in the street and like murder, or like, is it
like
plotted?
the purge?
Oh yeah, you can't say that because murder was legal for 12 hours. What are you talking about?
Those movies.
No,
wow.
like, but what if we don't have that law and someone's just running after you? Because they're like crazy, they're on drugs or something.
Oh, they're...
Yeah.
I'll try to take them down.
If somebody is running after me like a freaking Tom and Jerry episode, I'm going to try to outrun them. Okay?
Can you? Like,
I don't know. You've seen me run, and I lost some speed after my last surgery, but...
They didn't get him to Mach 5. They took him back to Mach 1.
Yeah, basically.
Sons of bitches.
You need to sue, man. Speed
For real,
racer
they
ain't
took
speed
you down a
racer
whole
no more.
4 Machs.
How'd you let that happen?
You can only break the sound barrier a little.
I mean, it was either that or keep my crooked foot.
So you'd rather not run fast and have a crooked foot, or not have a crooked foot and not run as fast?
Look, they told me the CP would get worse as I got older, so they gave me a choice at 17. They were like, "Do you want to do this surgery or not?"
But it took away your speed, Kyle. You can't break the sound barrier a lot.
It's not like I did anything with it anyway. People were asking me to.
You'd be running fast and be like, "Fuck her," and then people like, "What?" Did you hear that? There was sonic boom, and then someone said, "Fuck her."
Yeah, I think he was black. Oh wait, I couldn't tell.
Well, it's not that fast.
Wait a minute, it's the Flash. Can't be black.
No. Actually, yes, he can. Currently in the comics,
I'm not
a version of the Flash.
To know that.
Currently in the comics and in the show.
My only power is running super fast because I'm super gay.
It's not even just that. He's actually pretty strong. He's actually pretty strong too.
I don't care.
There's black versions of like every superhero. Now.
Exactly.
Like that's all black.
Equality, diversity.
For real. There's a black Superman. There's a black Batman. There's a black
Batman.
Well, there's a black Batman in the.
Is his name Marcus?
Well,
God damn! Of all the names you could have went with, you should have added a dub before it, and then like That would have been the black, like, ooh.
I think his name was Mike or something.
No, his name
What?
was Walter.
Walter? Where are we talking about? Are we talking about the same kind? The Stanley?
I
Yeah.
think it was Walter something. I know it was something alliterative because Stanley can't make characters without alliterative fucking names for some reason, with the exception of Professor X
Because he's
and
old.
most of the X-Men actually.
Yeah, but you know.
But everybody else before then, I mean, Peter Parker, Scott Summers,
everybody had
Victor
a
Von
S in the
yeah, like
What's Jonah's
Reed
last
Richards.
name?
Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, Jonah
He hit 3 with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. But in the what if Stan Lee
I'm gonna look up
wrote
his
the
name
DC
right now.
universe, there was a black Batman, there was a Latina Wonder Woman, which I would
Go ahead.
I would have been totally
She's
down
a true
for.
Amazonian from the Amazon,
I would have been totally down.
which makes her Brazilian.
I would have been.
She speaks Portuguese, homie. Estão.
I'm gonna sit here and visualize that because that would work.
A Brazilian,
Brazilian
Wonder Woman?
Yeah,
that would work.
would.
Heck yeah, that
She's
would
got the
work.
strength of a jaguar.
Oh God.
See, you're writing it already.
We're writing this story tonight.
Yes,
you're writing
this is the new
already.
Wonder Woman movie that needed to happen.
So you
We
want?
can keep Gal Gadot, though, right?
Yeah, we could keep her. It'll be the new Amazon versus the old one.
Yeah.
Look, she
They
was
could
a
fight in a wrestling pit. and
Wayne
everything.
Williams, that was his name.
Wayne.
I knew it was something alliterative.
Wait,
yeah.
Wayne Williams.
Wayne Williams. And the funny thing was, I remember that comic too. And it was like, it was cool, but it was also a little, I don't know if I could say stereotypical because he was framed for a crime he didn't commit and was sent away for some years.
To Arkham.
Oh,
No,
so
just regular
Wow.
people.
But that happens. Yeah,
Wow.
but that happens to everyone. But yeah, being wrongfully accused of something and
Yeah,
being
like that. But it's like, okay, you could have made a black dude that didn't have to go away for some years. But that's like how he got buff and then all this other stuff, and he became a wrestler, and that's how he got his money. And then, but his Batman.
Because of course you can only get buff in jail. Like you can't just go to a gym.
Well,
what else you gonna do in jail?
read.
I'm saying it's
You're gonna
it's
read.
stereotype.
You're gonna work out, right?
I'm saying it's a
But
stereotype.
Yeah,
the thing
true.
I didn't really like, the costume was a trip because it was just it was an actual bat face, whereas opposed to Batman's it's just
Like
like
half
and
face?
then like pointy ears that bats don't have, like, for some reason.
And-
But, which I mean it's still iconic, but still like he had like bat face, like the whole
Well,
head was, like-
Alfred, why does this have cat ears?
Oh, he had a
Butler?
fucking kind of butler. It was somebody he got close to while he was away. Excuse me. And then when he got out, when the old dude got out, he was the face of the guy's money because he wanted to keep his Batman persona and his, because that was his wrestling thing. And he was having all this money, but then like the old guy friend he had was the face of the money, and he was just that dude's bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
So it was some wild shit. That whole Just Imagine and Stan Lee shit was wild to begin with. But
Well, yeah. I only knew about it because of Eric.
really,
Like our homeboy from the comic shop. Yeah, he told me about it, and I looked it up, and I wanted to buy
like,
it.
recently or
No. This was a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Right.
I say that's things like over a decade old.
I know, but he told me about the Stan Lee. What if he
Made DC or joined DC?
did the what if he wrote the DC universe?
Yeah.
Andrew would probably.
Then he also was there also a Green Lantern one, or did he just do Batman, Superman, and Wonder
He
Woman?
did a bunch. There was I don't remember if there was a Batman one. I mean a Green Lantern one, but there was a Flash, there was a Robin, there was a Catwoman, there was a Justice League. I'm not sure if he did a Green Lantern though. I can't remember.
Because I remember a few months back, a creator I follow, Linkara, he does comic book reviews, like he does like narrations and reviews. So he reviewed the three if Stan Lee created the DC Universe ones. So I finally got to see what they were about because I was about to buy them off of Amazon, but the reviews were horrible. So I was like,
Yeah, they were okay stories. They weren't the
like
best.
people were saying that they didn't say they hated them. They basically said it was mediocre.
It's not the
Yeah.
best. It's not the worst.
Yeah. Like, but still, I would have been down for Latino Wonder Woman though.
No, don't get me wrong. I had those three. No, I didn't get the Superman. No, I did get the Superman. I'm talking about. I had the Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Catwoman one. I have the Justice League. Didn't have the Flash one. Didn't have the. There was one comic that was like the back half, like it was on the back half, like maybe the last 6 pages or something of the comic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But then there was also like the villains of the piece was the dark, whatever, this like cult type thing.
Mm-hmm.
That, if memory serves, was like they played a hand in everything that happened or some such shit. I can't remember. It's been so long since I read those comics.
But are they worth reading though? At least one good time.
I'd say read them once. Definitely give them a chance. You know, don't.
It was one of those things like read it once or watch it once, and
Yeah.
just to say you did it.
Yeah. Just just
to see if you like it.
Yeah. Don't. There's no. If you like it, get it. If you don't,
then you don't.
Yeah.
Well, I finally watched Teen Titans Judas Contract.
Okay.
Right.
Is that new?
No, not that new. It came out what, 2 years ago, almost.
The last Teen Titans one I watched was Teen Titans versus the Justice League. And it
Yeah,
was awful.
that one did not need.
It was awful.
Like I wouldn't say
it
it was.
didn't need a movie.
I wouldn't say it was.
a pamphlet.
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't
It
say it
didn't
was.
even need paper.
It could have been a flip book.
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was awful. It was just ultimately.
It was disappointing.
You did not need the. You did not need. Number one, you did not need the Justice League in it.
No.
And the.
What I didn't understand is like they grew up Robin
Yeah.
and Starfire, but they kept like Raven and Beast Boy the same age. I was like, how did 2 of them get older and the other 2 are still like 12?
Well,
So
because you
weird.
meet them at it. Well, it actually makes sense if you watch the Teen Titans Judas Contract because they meet. Because when
Did Robin tell Batman to fuck himself?
no when
Damian told hey, older Robin, go fuck yourself.
when
Shut up, little bro. I swear to God, Dad's not here. I'm
One
gonna
of
beat
these
your
days,
ass.
kid.
when
If Terry McGinnis was here.
yeah.
Yo, I'll get my crazy ass mom to kick your ass.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oof.
he's gonna get Talia.
But in the Judas Contract,
Stop
at least
fucking
in
with the
the
Nightwing.
at least in the animated version, because I never read the comic.
I mean, Talia has killed Damien a few times.
She don't give a crap about her
Right?
son.
She don't give a fuck.
She
like,
does
that's
not give a crap
kid.
about her son.
What the fuck?
And like she said, we can make more. We can
That's-
make more, Bruce.
And that's when you hear the bass line. Bang, ding, ding, ding.
And he's like, oh god damn it, not again, Cat. Where's Selena Kyle when I need her?
You know what?
Oh.
Can I speak on the whole fucking
The Batman Catwoman wedding
Oh.
thing.
They were married long ago, and now they're getting married again.
But they didn't.
But it was
That's
it was a
thing.
different time,
I'm
different
talking about
continuity.
and spoilers from a month ago if you ain't read the issue.
I have
But then
not.
again, I don't know if it'll be a spoiler because I don't know when Kyle's gonna put this up.
He might put it up like years after it's done.
Yeah, right. with the
Ouch!
fucking-
I'm not that bad.
6 months later.
I am not. Why are you looking at me with the evil eye?
I don't know. By the way, at the end of this movie, at the end of this episode, go see Captain Marvel in theaters tomorrow.
So you're saying I'm not gonna do anything until 2019? Is that what you're
Till
trying to?
February 29th.
Dang.
God damn.
No.
Right after Kingdom Hearts release.
Oh.
God damn. Well, no, that's actually happening like
January.
Exactly. Right after Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. And then when you're done, go see Avengers 4.
Ooh. Jeez.
And you know, the Infinity War too.
Well, that's not the whatever.
Uh.
But fuck, what was it? Oh no, the whole Batman Catwoman marriage thing. It was like I knew they weren't gonna get married, but it was just the whole way it happened.
Because he's a lot like James Bond. Every time James Bond goes to get married, he's like, but I can fuck other women.
But
But
it was like on
She
some-
left him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
her friend got in her head about the shit. Then come to find out, Bane was behind the whole shit.
Wait, Catwoman has a friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a few.
What's her name? The one that was in year 1. I want to say it was Sandra
Oh,
year
the
1.
chick from your
Oh, you talking about
Holly.
her
prostitute
homegirl?
Holly.
Like her homegirl that she helped get out of the whorehouse?
Yes,
Her?
I want to say
Yeah.
it was her. But then come to find out she was working with Bane, so the whole shit was, planned. So that's why she got
Let's
in
turn
Catwoman's
Selena
head.
against Bruce for what reason?
Oof, for Bane's fucking stupid reason. I don't remember what it was.
I'm
But then it
Bane.
was like, she was like, but the world, like, if you get this, you'll be happy, and then you won't be Batman anymore, and blah, 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 blah.
So in order for him to be Batman, he has to be miserable.
Because you
Hasn't
can't-
the Joker been telling him that for years? Batman, In order for you to be you, you need me.
Yeah, but the Joker also does what he does to make, and this is a fact, to make Batman a more skilled fighter. So it's like, okay.
I'm your punching bag.
Yeah,
Oh.
right? Like, he's broken my teeth and everything else how many times? To the point, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, about the Jared Leto Joker, and how, like, it's pretty good to do an impression of him because all you have to do is not close your mouth all the way. Because he never closes his mouth because he's got those fronts, just like, ha ha ha, you're gonna be my friend.
Whose idea was it to give him a grill?
I think it's because Batman busted his fucking front so many times.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I didn't, like, you know what, like, don't get me wrong, that movie, Suicide Squad, it's not great. It's a fun watch.
I saw the animated movie. I didn't see the live action.
the animated movie beats the crap out of
Yeah,
it.
by
And I
leaps
didn't
and
even
bounds.
like the animated one.
I love the animated
But
one. You
the-
know why? Because it wasn't a Batman story. It had Batman just for the sake of sales.
Well,
But
that's the same
it.
thing with the movie. Like, he's only got that cameo in it.
Yeah.
Like, he's not
It's not
like...
supposed to be about him.
Yeah, but,
But-
it's like, I feel like the Suicide Squad movie, it's not a great film, but it's a fun watch. You know, I like,
Yeah.
if it's on, like, I got nothing else to do, I'm like, okay, I'll
Yeah.
watch Suicide Squad. But like I said, the Joker, that Joker wasn't terrible, but it could have been better, because I don't know, all them fucking tattoos just didn't work for me.
You know, the fact that they made him look like I'm sorry, but if you were like at a gathering of the Juggalos, you'd look more
read my damn mind.
you'd look more convincing than just the Joker being a gangster. Like
Yeah.
I look, I can get any Juggalo off the street to be the to be the Joker.
The funny
And
shit
they-
is now, I'm trying to imagine him singing some type of ICP song, but he can't close his mouth all the way. So he's like, oh, this is the only one that I know. It's like, my friend is my chainsaw or some such shit. I can't remember how the song goes. Or my axe is my something. It's like some weapon is like his best friend. That's the one song I know by them.
It's me and my homies.
Oh, cuz.
Listen,
No.
I don't know any of the songs.
I only know like
I'm the
one.
loser here.
I only know like one or two of them. I'm not like I can't say I'm a hater, but I'm not a fan. You know, but you know.
I don't like the fact that they try to get like they want to say niggas so bad, so they call people ninjas.
Oh,
Like, come
yeah.
on, dude. Like, you got.
But you know what? Still, big ups for standing up for themselves because they have been classified by the FBI as gang members.
Really?
Yeah, as of a few,
as of a Red Circus gang from
as of a-
fucking Returns.
No,
like,
as of a few-
or Triangle gang.
They're a
was it?
threat to
It was
national
a few-
security. This group of clowns.
It was a few.
Quick,
It was a
stop
few months
making
ago.
Faygo.
It was a few months back. They had been because the FBI has been after them forever because they're convinced that they're gang affiliated in some way, and I'm pretty sure
I'd
there
be
might.
after them for tax evasion.
And I'm pretty sure there
You know
might.
the same way they got Capone.
And
The
you know,
only way they got
but you
caught.
can't. But like you freaking you're trying to crucify a fandom, not a.
I'll allow it,
Like,
but watch yourself, counselor.
That's one thing I never understood. Like what else? Like they used to think Tech Nine was a cult leader because of his following. So yeah, I'm dead serious. He's even got a song about it. Like there was a
We all praise the Tech Nine.
there was a interview about it and everything. Like people were calling him a cult leader and a devil worshiper
God.
a few years back. I'm like, so anybody with a following that has a name is automatically considered bad. Like unless then what would you call otaku then? Like
You're right. Who's the god of otaku?
Because think about this. Every fandom has some sort of name, right? But that doesn't.
Yeah, you know, not for nothing. I feel like that's still a more recent thing.
Yeah.
They started giving fandoms names.
Yeah, like Tech Nine's got the technicians.
Okay, that sounds like a fucking cult. I'm sorry.
ICP's got
Technician
juggalos.
sounds like they're like dedicated to some mechanic god.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna bring in the new age of.
They worship
mechanics.
all Transformers.
Well,
Cyborgs.
his
Even before Optimus Prime.
his homeboy Chris Calico's got the Calicoholics.
So what did they? Where's Calicoholics?
Yeah, and you know what? No, and you know.
Where do they get their calico haul?
No, but you know what they call it. You know.
Special order.
But okay, like.
No,
all
because
right.
that just reminded me of a Dimitri Martin joke where he was like, "I seen a lot of chocoholics, but I ain't never seen no chocohol."
Oh, jeez.
I think those people are overworkaholics.
But you know how? All right. You know how? how when Eminem came out with the terms stan,
Yeah.
like when he came out with the.
But do you know what? That's
And then-
something
and
that
then-
people I feel
but
like
then
just
they-
started using now.
But here-
to talk about
yeah,
fans.
But here's
I
the-
never heard people say, "Oh, you're a
That
stan."
is something
No,
that just
but-
became nation like within the past
I
year.
heard people use it years before, but now it's become it's not like it wasn't like a regular thing. I would hear people say like, like occasionally you're a stan just to say because they like Eminem. Not specifically because you like any other rapper, it's because you like Eminem. But now it's become a thing where if you're a really dedicated fan, period, of anything, you're
Yeah,
of any
like I
particular.
said, that's something that I feel just popped into existence this year. I never, even like you're saying years before, I never heard anybody say anything like that about Eminem. But it's like suddenly, all of a sudden, everybody's like, we stand this person, we stand that person. And I'm like,
Well,
I
'cause
got
now-
it. Like,
well, 'cause
my
now
brain was
Stan-
together like that, but still, it's like,
But Stan made the dictionary.
did it
Yeah, it's in the dictionary now.
in Urban Dictionary?
No, in Webster's dictionary.
Emmanuel Lewis's dictionary?
I'm dead. It's actually in the dictionary. Just like
For idiots?
look,
Girls must use the
Look.
dictionary.
look. Just like Crunk made the dictionary and Ain't made the dictionary.
Yeah.
You got Stan.
Crunk is that's in Lil Jon's dictionary.
Yeah, but that's a movement. You know what I'm saying? That
Lil Jon is a movement?
no Crunk. The term Crunk before
Yeah.
it existed before Little John. He just can't. He just.
Yeah.
But the thing was.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of miss those days because now we got DJ Khaled. So
Ugh.
and it's
That dude. Oh, did you ever see the video of his wife telling him to shut the fuck up?
no.
She was doing something, and he was like trying to hype her up, and she's like, Khaled, shut the fuck up. It's like, damn, even your wife is tired of your shit. Oh my
She's
god.
more tired. She has to live with him.
That poor woman. She had sex with him at least once.
Ouch.
That everybody knows about, 'cause he brings that fucking kid everywhere he goes. Like
Hey,
he's this goddamn puppy.
look, he's just happy because.
Well, yeah, no, I
that's-
get
that's
that,
his
but you
son.
don't got it. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, as a parent, you want alone time.
Yeah, like you don't
Go
want
to bed.
for real. Like we trying to give you siblings, but no, you got the kid with you on your shoulder like a goddamn parent. I saw a picture.
The
The
son
other day.
the son made the album.
Ugh.
No, next thing you know, the son's gonna be producing
Oh,
the
wouldn't be
next
surprised.
compilation.
Just fucking slamming the keys. I'm like, this is fire. You got it, kid.
Listen, all you gotta do is mix that correctly, and you got something.
Yeah, I saw a picture the other day. They said that the kid looked like a Persian nightclub owner.
Ouch. Why?
I don't know why.
Why? Where
Just
the
a
heck did
picture
that
of
come
him.
from?
It looked like he had on like some purple like zipper jacket or whatnot. It was just like from like maybe like the clavicle
Did he look
up.
I was about to say, did he look like Prince or what?
No, he didn't. The kid, it just looked like he had like a young faced Persian nightclub owner. Like, yes, we have fun times with sexy ladies, yeah? Come on.
Man.
You make happy time with Pence.
Because that's how Persians talk.
I've never met one. For all I know, they could.
Ah.
Persians, get at me.
I know. Is this right? Here
I
it is.
like your prince. Get it?
I like your
Oh.
rugs.
Man,
You
you
know
want to
what's
do a
funny?
friggin' spit take.
You know, you could say this is a Persian rug, and I wouldn't even know the difference. Unless the shit was anthropomorphic and flying me around the world, and like I sang to some chick,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know the difference between.
Speaking of,
Aladdin?
did you? Okay. So, all right, like they're coming out with a live action
And
Aladdin
I'm
film.
amped as hell for it.
I am too. I just hope they do it justice.
You know what? They can't, because don't get me wrong, I love Will Smith, but there's no way he's going to be able to do
Do
the
Genie.
genie justice like Robin Williams.
Of course,
But
of
the
course
thing
not.
is, because I think how they cast him, I think they're doing more of the Broadway show than
Yeah.
they're going to do, because the Broadway play is played by a bald black guy too.
Yeah.
So I think they're going more Broadway show with it, not so much direct.
Nah, because they can't do direct. Like they tried to do direct with.
Well, but this is the thing. You can do more with a movie than you can with a play. That's probably why. But I'm just saying, maybe it'll be a mix of the two. I don't know.
Yeah, but they basically did direct with live action Beauty and the Beast. Like
Well,
all,
yeah, because I mean, it works for it.
yeah, like almost every other scene in that movie was almost shot for shot the animated film,
Yeah.
only with more CGI and a few scenes added in. But for the most part, it was
And
shot.
Emma Watson cannot fucking sing.
Oh,
I was
You
like,
know what?
I wanted Anne Hathaway as Belle. I'm sorry, she was a giant fucking disappointment in Milwaukee.
But how old is she?
I don't give a shit.
That-
She's a good actress, but she sucked in this role.
You know what I'm pissed about? Because I heard, they're doing the live action Mulan, right?
Yeah,
You know we're not getting Mushu, right?
No.
Yeah, no, well, because that.
We're not getting Eddie Murphy.
Nah, no,
Why?
but that look, but you
What
got
reason does he have not to be Mushu?
because there's different. Here's the thing: there are different interpretations of the story of Mulan.
But if
right?
you're doing Disney's Mulan,
But
it's
they're
only
not-
Disney's Mulan.
but
it's like they're going back to the actual Asian story of
well,
it.
they
They're doing
kind of
Disney's
are.
Mulan.
No, they kind of
No, because
are.
they got Poe and
but
Ping.
but in this
And the other one's like, how you gonna do that? But
in this version, she has a sister, right? And the version of
well,
Mulan they're gonna
they
do.
are made for characters made just for the Aladdin movie too.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. There are I don't know how many different versions of the story of Mulan because she might have been based off of an actual person. That's why it's so legendary.
And
But
then
in
it
one
became, very mythic.
but in one of the versions of the story, she has a sister. So that's where I think that's where they're going with this. They want to turn it into more of a mythical story as opposed to just an animated story just like it was before. And not for nothing when the first picture came out, I was like, I'm sold.
Yeah, no,
right?
she definitely looks like a live action,
when that
straight out the movie.
When that first picture came out, I'm like, I'm sold. But if they bring back the freaking Szechuan sauce and people start going crazy,
oh God, let's not talk about that shit again because people
I know.
People were literally not thinking about that fucking sauce till Rick and Morty, and people lost their Szechuan
And it's
sauce
not- and it's
is
not-
okay. The
and it
fact
was-
you can't get it anywhere else.
and it was not Rick and Morty's fault. But I bring that up to say, when the movie comes out, whoever promotes it, don't just promote it like oh, it's Disney's Mulan. No, I want something different because it looks like it's gonna be a lot more.
Well, you keep in mind too, this is gonna be more not as for kids as the animated movie was,
No.
but still for kids. You know what I'm saying?
But
like maybe for older kids.
But you know what? Now
Maybe preteens.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna open more doors, like what has been going on with the movie Crazy Rich Asians.
I want to see that movie.
They are opening
You can
more
also
doors.
just read the book. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Have you
that,
read the
but-
book?
for
You read the
free. No.
You read the book?
No.
Mm.
And I mean, it's at Barnes and Nobles. I looked at it.
Because I was thinking about
I don't know what this is about. It's about Crazy Rich Asians, but that doesn't tell me
I'm
much.
gonna ask you off mic where I can read it for free because I don't know who's listening. FBI.
You can go to Barnes and Noble,
Sure.
just sits there and read it. I've done it. No one's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
what type of time you think I've got.
But
You can read one chapter a day.
Once again, I say to you.
but the thing is, I do want to see that movie, and it's based in Singapore. It's based in Singapore. So
I think next year we're getting like 3 Disney live action. There's the Aladdin, then we're getting Dumbo, and then the Lion King.
Okay, can I say something about
competing.
can I say something about Dumbo real quick?
What?
Can I say something about Dumbo? I've seen that trailer twice.
Also, keep in mind, it's
Right.
Tim Burton's Dumbo.
And I think that's why I'm having an issue.
Because it's Tim Burton.
Because it's Tim.
Oh, okay,
because
then wait. Let's talk about the fact that Guy fucking Ritchie is directing Aladdin.
Guy Ritchie?
Guy Ritchie. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatched, other movies that are escaping
I
me.
like Two Locks and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, but still, the fact that this guy is known for making gangster noir shit is suddenly directing Disney's Aladdin. Is
Maybe
like,
wanting to broaden his horizons.
I'm going to make noir, Middle Eastern, gangster movies with
look,
Aladdin.
If Aladdin turned out like that,
I'd
that
be
might-
pleasantly
that might-
surprised.
yeah, I'd like that more than the animated movies. And I love the animated movies.
I mean, I love the animated film too, but I want to know. Like, we don't know anything about who's playing Aladdin and who's doing what, other than the whole.
It's a newcomer.
It's a newcomer. He's
But
from
the girl
Canada.
from Power Rangers is playing Jasmine.
Who?
Kimberly. She's Middle Eastern.
Wait. Becky. What is it?
No, Becky G was Trini.
Oh, okay. All right. Who's
I don't know her name.
what's her name?
I don't know. I did see the casting, but I don't know.
But you know what? If she is playing her, big ups.
Yeah, no, she is. Like I saw the cast picture. It's her. It's like I think it's a newcomer who's playing Aladdin.
Yes,
a newcomer
the newcomer
playing
from Canada.
Yeah,
They got
a newcomer is playing Jafar. Nassim Pedrad, she was on SNL a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing some new character supposed to be like a friend of Jasmine.
Okay.
I mean, Jasmine did need a friend. I mean, her only friend was Ron.
Naomi Scott. That's their.
Oh, okay.
She's
I know
dead.
her. Okay, but no, big ups to them, and big ups to Disney for getting these newcomers in the biz. You know what I'm saying? But what about what
and
else?
you know Will Smith as
Will,
Genie.
Will Smith is the genie.
Well, you need some type of star.
They're trying to get. But
Well,
since
after
did
you know Suicide Squad, and we know you hate it like your castmates.
Did
Do
you-
you want to work on a movie that you won't hate?
Did you hear his? Apparently, he had a single out.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a
When
single.
that's all you saw my blinker, bitch. Which is like the rawest song
What?
he ever did.
No.
Yeah, this was early 90s.
Oh,
song.
early '90s. No,
Like,
not
you
that.
saw
No.
Bitch. Like,
No.
Oh my God, Willard Smith.
And he
watch your mouth.
said, I thought he said he never
Clutch
used
the
any
pearls.
profanity in his records.
He just didn't use the hard shit.
But apparently I was watching the top 10 list of the most annoying songs, and they were talking and like most annoying songs for
Getting
this
jiggy
year.
with it? Oh.
For this year.
Getting
So
jiggy with it too. Still
no.
getting jiggy with it.
No.
Jiggier with it.
So what was on the list was it was Lil Pump's Gucci Gang, Chun-Li by Nicki Minaj, and this one song by Will Smith that I've never heard before. And they said it didn't really become like a chart topper or anything.
What was
'cause
it called?
I forget, but you know what?
Thanks for bringing it to the
Okay,
conversation.
you know
and
what?
But
forget
here's the
name of
thing.
song.
Here's the
All
thing.
right.
Here's the thing. I forgot what it was called, but it sounded like like a drug trip at an EDM club gone wrong.
Maybe
Wow,
that's what it
that's saying
was.
something.
Because it was like him pandering to a younger audience. So it was like add on some EDM, and I'm just gonna say whatever that comes to mind. And
All right, so
Now-
you know what? It's a great thing we have Google.
so now, crap. Now
Praise the
I
God that is Google.
crap. Now I have to hear it.
You know what?
Now I have to hear it just to see if I actually like it or not. Because before any song comes out, if I don't like it in the first few seconds, then then there's an issue, but only with me.
Freak Accident? Is that what it's called?
Freak accident.
That's what that says.
Is that
Freak
what it's called?
Accident, new song 2018.
How new we talking?
You just
May.
said 2018.
May?
Okay.
Just a few months ago? And this is the first. And today was the first time I ever heard of it.
This is we're all hearing it for the
Wow,
first time today.
yo. Okay, now after this recording, because I don't want to get flagged or copyright strike, I gotta hear it.
Yeah, we all do, guys.
Oh no, I got
You're
it.
not the only one in desperate need right now
I got-
hearing this new Will Smith song.
Desperate need. Please, I got other tracks to listen to.
But still, I need to hear this because I know it's not gonna be good. I know just the
So-
simple fact that you couldn't even remember the name. It's gonna be it's gonna suck so hard.
Dude,
it's gonna be the best.
You know I
song.
stink at I stink at remembering names anyway.
But still, it's gonna, but still, it's Will Smith.
You just want to bask in how horrible it is.
Terribleness of
Oh
it.
no.
I hate it so much. Oh, it's
Do you-
so bad.
Do you think you're gonna hate it like you hate like The Room? Are you gonna hate it like The Room?
Okay, I didn't hate that movie. That movie is great if you look at it like a comedy, like everybody else in the fucking world did. Because that
But-
movie,
But The Disaster Artist though.
that is a great fucking film. That one, like, he, just him in the club singing, "This is the rhythm of the." That, it gave me a semi. It was so good.
Really?
No, clearly it didn't.
Hey, I don't know what
Nothing
you're in.
about James Franco gets me up.
Excited, I should hope.
Now Seth Rogen.
I did see Seth Rogen in a film recently. I watched Netflix's
I know, like
Father. Yeah.
He was in that because his wife wrote and directed it.
Right, and you know what? It's not a bad film. At all.
I'll watch almost anything with Kristen Bell in it. Frozen can fuck off.
I just wish there was a little more, to it. Like when he explained why he left, I'm like, I want a flashback in this scene. I want more of a backstory. I want, not just your best, spoiler alert,
For this movie that only like maybe 20 people saw.
like your best friend basically convinced you to go see your daughter whom you hadn't seen in 20+ years, and she's pissed off at you. I'm like,
Justifiably so.
justifiably so. I had no like, but really, I was like, and sometimes I feel like Netflix lets them drop F-bombs because it's like, we're Netflix.
Well, yeah, because they're basically HBO.
Well, yeah,
but you can watch it. No, you
With
can watch
less
that,
sex.
yeah.
I have.
You can watch HBO anywhere now too. Like.
I have seen. I watched that movie and I watched another Netflix original film, and never again.
What was the other one? What was the other one, Kyle?
It was called The Package.
Oh, I watched that one too. Oh, God.
Oh man, the package that teen sex comedies can go one or two.
I don't think that was a sex comedy.
They talked about it that entire time.
They talked about it, but it's not like American Pie where there's actually a scene where they fuck.
No,
they talk. You can talk about sex all day. That don't mean you're actually getting it. It's just a teen hard R
comedy. You got kids cussing. You got one kid cussing out his parents, right? And then why would you give this kid a knife? That's what I want to know. Why would you want to give this kid a knife? And why is he so fixated on his best friend hooking up with his twin sister?
Incest.
No, it's not. He's trying to fuck his sister.
He wants his friend to. He wants his
friend
to hook up with his sister.
His friend likes her, and he wants his.
Of course he knew. But I'm like, dude, you get way too excited thinking about this.
He wants his friend to be happy.
And then he gets his dick sliced off because,
No.
well, he had a knife. It was dark. They were camping.
He was drunk.
And
is that how?
And
I still that's such an unrealistic scenario. I don't know any guy's gonna cut it off just because he's.
No. He cut it off by accident.
Wasn't trying to see.
He was waving it.
He was
like, I'm gonna be Vincent Van Gogh for a minute.
Like he was waving the knife. He was waving the knife around. He had already had.
Vincent Van Gogh,
I fucked the ear.
I cut my dick off for you, woman.
He was waving the knife around.
I think
already
he
had.
was worth more attached.
Yeah. But he was waving the knife around. He had alcohol already in his system, and then without even worry, he didn't even think about it until a few seconds later when he realized, oh my god, I cut off my dick. I'm like, but why? Why did that have to happen? I thought it was gonna be something like he got into an accident and now he can't get up anymore or something like that.
Kyle,
but
why do most movies get made?
Money.
Yeah, but even the worst ones, they really shouldn't.
Because someone has at least some kind of connection.
But you know what?
Basically.
But you know what? It's a Netflix film, and what I've noticed about Netflix is Netflix will take just about anything. And
but the thing is, well, yeah, you're right. They will. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it's not to say that it's all bad, because it's not. I have plenty of stuff on my queue right now that I enjoy that somebody else might not.
But the thing I like about Netflix now is they're starting to get more higher tier actors for stuff.
True that.
Right, they had Will Smith, which is getting a freaking sequel. They got that movie, The Irishman, coming out, which Martin Scorsese directed it. De Niro, Pacino, Pesci.
They were trying to get that. They were trying to get that movie off the ground for years.
Yeah, and then the Dolomite movie with Eddie Murphy.
What?
Wait, you didn't? This is the first you're hearing of it?
You say Dolomite?
Yes.
1970s blaxploitation classic film Dolomite.
It's a Dolomite biopic. Eddie Murphy's playing.
Oh, it's
Dolomite.
a biopic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's playing Rudy Ray Moore. It's got Mike Epps, Wesley Snipes, bunch of other black actors whose names escape. I know Lou Nell is in it.
And this is a drama or a dramedy? I
don't know yet. I don't know.
Okay, because that sounds interesting.
No, I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Nah, and I'm late
because the dude ain't done a movie in 6 years.
And I'm late to the party on this one, but I just started watching Chewing Gum. Chewing Gum is a British comedy about this girl who at first when you first meet her, she's with her boyfriend and he's praying hard, right? It's a very well done kind of sex adult comedy, because that's the first thing they talk about in the first few episodes. But stuff that you gotta watch it. But it's very well done, very well acted. It's not just it's not just jokes for the sake of jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're right now in the 3 seasons, but Trisha got me watching the first couple episodes.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
And at first, I didn't get the title, so I kind of got turned off.
Okay, no spoilers there.
You know, but
if it relates to something. Where'd
but-
that voice go? Got real high for a split second there.
but honestly, I'm enjoing the heck out of it.
Check it out then.
Yeah, but
I'm always down for new shit on Netflix because I can only do so much HBO.
But I'm waiting. There's a few things on Netflix I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for
Black Panther comes out Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on watching that again. You haven't seen Black Panther yet, have you?
Sadly, no, I still have not.
So that means we got to plan a movie night. You got to watch it over here.
I'm gonna watch it at home first, then I'm gonna come over here and watch it.
I know you. No, I know you got your projector at home. Just like.
It was the greatest Christmas gift I've got.
Yeah, right. But no, another thing.
Got the flattest of screens.
Another thing I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the new season of BoJack Horseman, coming out in September. Waiting for the Dragon Prince, which is a show created and produced by a couple of the writers from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So
TV show. Or
the
movie?
TV show.
Okay.
TV show.
I said not that a portion of
The
movie.
TV show.
We don't talk about that.
No, we don't talk about that. But it look. But honestly.
That stays in the book. Period.
But honestly, it looks interesting, and the animation looks.
Is it the same animation company did Avatar?
No. They. The same animators that did Avatar did the Voltron series, and that is so dope.
You know, I heard good things about that, but I still have yet to get around to watching it. And it's like 6 seasons in or some shit.
And yeah, and they got into some controversy recently about a character.
When the character's gay or something like that, right?
Yeah, but they didn't like the way the way that they promoted it for that was you thought that you were gonna get like into his relationship with whomever he was with, but it was kind of like a bait and switch. What they did was they showed him yes, but then the next time you see him, he gets killed. So
that's fun.
So like he does
We
it.
kill the gays now.
So it's like
Even in space.
So it's like the character Shiro who plays who's in the black who plays the black the Black Lion pilot. Pilot. You do find out that yes, he has a alleged boyfriend because
I'd say spoilers, but
right?
this is coming out in January, so.
But then they get into a fight, right? In a flashback. Then the next time you see his boyfriend, he's dead, right? Like he ended up dying during a flight mission. So
like, hey,
yeah, he does exist.
Well on it.
He does exist. We're not going to give you any backstory on it, but this is a huge thing because we're letting you know. But
here we go.
But I think their issue was they promoted it as if we were going to get to know the guy,
Ew.
and
then they kill him off.
And they killed him off like that. So they said that they baited the audience with that.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did.
And I kind of have to agree. Like if you're gonna say that one of the main characters was gay and had a boyfriend, you're gonna show us that he had a boyfriend or an alleged boyfriend, then give us a backstory on the boyfriend. Don't
let us know about this person and why X fell for Y.
Exactly. Nobody would have mind. I don't think anybody would have mind that. But ultimately, the Voltron series, the reboot. For the longest time, I avoided it because I told myself that
one of those Sprite commercial road songs, right? You remember those, right? Tell me you remember those Sprite commercials.
Yeah, but
oh god,
I'm
so looking forward to those all the time.
But
so many hours of Rhapsody recorded.
I miss Rhapsody.
You know what? I think it went out when it should have.
Yeah.
If Rhapsody was on now, it'd be all these garbage ass SoundCloud rappers saying dumb shit and whatever the hell.
Oh.
He kicked others.
Nah. But yeah. You know what? With Voltron, it was with Voltron, it was more like I had already seen the. I had already seen the 1980s Voltron, and then I had watched the original Japanese version, Go Lion, Beast King Go Lion, and after watching Go Lion, because Go Lion to me was the superior series, not just because it was the original, but I was like, when people die, they die. Plots make more sense in that show.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, you know, I'm sorry.
But-
Whenever I hear the original name of like a cartoon that we got, was given a different name.
Yep.
Like you just said, Go Lion. It was what? Go Lion what?
Beast King, Go Lion.
Oh God, it sounds like they just threw like words down on the thing. Or like, this is what we're gonna.
But that's
call
why it's some stuff just sounds better when it's in its original form. When you translate it, that's when it sounds weird. Like
Yeah. Okay. You know, you're right.
like when you translate it, that's where it sounds weird. Like okay, so
Beast King
we
Go
had
Lion just sounds like someone had an aphasia.
okay, but check.
Sounds like Geosay, Planet of the Beast King.
But check this out. So we got Power Rangers, but before Power Rangers,
Super Sentai.
you had the Super Sentai series, and the first one that made Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was Kyu Sentai Ju Ranger, right? If you translate that, at first it sounds weird, right? If you don't already know what it is, then you go to the other ones like Die Ranger, right?
Oh, why would you want him to die?
Now Die as in like dynasty.
Yeah,
So
I know. These
yeah,
are jokes.
but then you have another one which is like one of my favorites because it made Zeo Ranger.
I swear to God, I was just about to say Zeo. Oh my God, that's crazy that you said that.
Yeah, but look,
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah, the original Japanese version was Kuriki Sentai O Ranger, and I know I butchered that, but I'm having fun watching this one too. So when stuff
Like, Zeo was kind of like one of the last seasons I watched. Like, I didn't like the Alien Rangers. No, that last season when they were in space.
that was the last
Like,
one.
that was supposed to be the last season.
Yeah, that was the
on
last
Fox
one I
anyway.
watched. That was the last one I watched when I felt like it fell off after Power Rangers in Space. But then I started watching it again years later, and I felt kind of the same way. But now, as an adult, I'm looking at it like, man, they could have done this a whole lot better.
They really could.
And then watching the original Japanese, I'm like, okay, a lot more things make more sense, but I understand why they couldn't just dub this, because they would cut the heck out of this for certain scenes. They would cut the heck out of it.
Well, keep in mind too, they really only used the first couple seasons. They only used the fight scenes.
Well, yeah, they
And
only.
sometimes the villain. Well, yeah, the villain too.
Well, yeah, the villain, like the one they
Well, the
made.
first season anyway. Lord Zed was not a character in the original series.
No, Lord Zed was a American-made villain. Rita was not. Rita was.
That's why Rita looked so different in season 2.
Right, like in the next one when she married Zed, the reason why she looked so different is because the original actress who played her in Japanese, she died.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, but now Power Rangers is 25 years old. Like the Power Rangers franchise, the Sentai franchise is over
Like
40
40, yeah.
at this point. But the Power Ranger franchise just celebrated 25 years. So for all my Power Ranger fans, happy belated Power Ranger Day. Big
Happy
ups.
birthday, Power Rangers.
Yes, get yourself a Power Ranger gift.
Yeah, big ups to.
You still haven't grown up. you
Big
bunch
ups
of babies.
to my Power Ranger fans, young and old, and
Go out there and get yourself a Morphin.
big ups to
On me.
big ups to Saban, and big ups to Hasbro
Add
for.
that Toys R Us that doesn't exist anymore.
Ooh. Big ups to Hasbro for getting the license.
Jeffrey, why did you betray everyone, you stupid giraffe?
It wasn't his fault. He's the mascot. He didn't own the franchise.
Hey, tell me Mickey Mouse doesn't control shit. He's
That's
a
different.
mascot.
That's Mickey Mouse. He's
He's
the
a
Mickey.
mascot.
He's got people
he's the
buying
Mickey.
balls. That big glove is
he
held many balls and
he
squirrels.
owns everything.
He's got a
Like,
lot
oh, I
of
thought
balls.
you buying balls, huh?
No.
What do you want to do now, motherfucker?
Oh no! I saw a
I'm
short.
gonna get a rap chat for your ass. That's what I'm gonna do now.
I saw a short documentary on the first character before Mickey,
The fucking rabbit.
the rabbit.
Oswald.
Yeah, Oswald. And I found out why he's not really why he wasn't really incorporated into Disney, because at the time another company owned him.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
like when Disney created him, he gave the license over to another company. Like that was before.
Oh, like that Simpsons episode.
So, but now Disney has him back.
Well, yeah, because he was in that epic Mickey sequel.
Right,
Or
so-
maybe he's even in the first one. I don't know.
No, he was in the second. I think he was in the first one too, but But you could play as him as the second one.
Yeah.
In the second one. But yeah, Oswald seemed like a pretty interesting character, but his entire history is very.
Sketchy?
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
most part,
There's
yeah.
the pun right there.
Yeah, there's the fun.
It's-
He's
She
sketchy.
found the joke.
I'm not gonna say that. I did find the joke.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, now.
Yeah, I like to sleep. And my
Since
insomnia-
when? Nah, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
Why don't you get that Brazilian coffee you had that time, or whatever it was?
It was Thai coffee, and I got it from my friend's house.
In Brazil?
No, on Hill Street.
In Brazil?
Yes.
Yeah. Next thing you know.
Siamese coffee in Brazil.
In
Next thing
Brazil.
you know, I'm gonna get a text from her like, I'm currently in Brazil.
That coffee.
I
got
got
me-
myself a pet jaguar. I'm bringing
That
it
coffee
back.
got me flapping my arm like a goddamn hummingbird. Nectar, I just need nectar.
I understand the movie Rio now.
Oh, why?
I didn't watch the whole thing. How was it?
It's good. I like
It's
it.
alright.
I mean, I think there were two, but I only saw the
There
first
was
one.
There's
two. I
two.
saw both of them. They're alright.
Are they just money? Are they just cash grabs?
It's just like they're funny the first time, but it becomes less funnier every time you watch it.
Maybe because I don't really care for
So-
Jesse Eisenberg too much.
So like no
I prefer to go
rewatchability
for
really.
Michael Cera, like 100%.
You know what? I'm glad you can tell the difference between the two because a lot of people cannot.
I
Like
can.
seriously, that's been a joke. Like they've even made the joke before. Like
Well,
Michael
here's-
Cera made a joke about how
Well, here-
if you loved him in The Social Network, you really like him in Zombieland.
Oh damn.
Here's the thing: Michael Cera is shorter. Jesse Eisenberg is taller. Michael Cera has like reddish hair, and Jesse Eisenberg has like dark brown
But they're
hair.
still very. I guess
And here's
because
the
they're.
thing: is Jesse Eisenberg can act where Michael Cera can't.
Well, I think it's because they both have the same kind of nervous, twitchy guy thing going for
They
them.
play the same role. They're the geeky guy, like in every movie, except for when Jesse Eisenberg was Lex Luthor's son in Batman vs Superman.
No, okay, fuck that. He was
He
not
was
Lex
still-
Luthor.
no,
he was
no.
the fucking Riddler.
He was still.
All right, that was
He
not. He
was-
was
no,
pulling
he was
Riddler
still-
shit in that movie.
He was still the no. He was
He said
still
he
the
was-
awkward. He was still the awkward geek. The only time he wasn't was at the end of. Well, okay, no spoilers here.
No spoilers for a 2-year-old movie. Come
All
on.
right, fine. At the end of Justice League, the end
Will they
of
shave his head?
yeah.
Oh, you mean at the end of Justice
At
League,
the
not
end of Justice
Batman
League,
vs Superman?
not Batman versus Superman. At the end of Justice League, at the end of Batman versus Superman, I wasn't mad at him. I
but
wasn't
he
mad
wasn't
at him.
Lex Luthor. That dude
No, he
was
wasn't.
pulling Joker,
No.
Riddler shit the whole movie.
That's why I felt like
He
he
never
could.
said he was Lex Luthor though.
But he
never.
But he did
But
say
he
he
was
was
called Lex
But he
many a
did.
time.
They called him Lex, and he said he was the son of Lex Luthor. So
Exactly,
technically,
but
he's
he-
Lex Luthor Jr.
He
Yeah.
could have been.
But that was just a
When did he
si-
say he was the son of Lex Luthor?
The beginning of the damn movie, he said he was the son. When they first introduced him, he said, "I'm his son," and there's like, "Oh, your dad must be disappointed," and he's like, "Yeah, me and my father had issues."
But that was
I remember them
the but that
saying-
was the writers backing themselves out of a corner because no one liked
I
the
remember
casting
him saying he
decision.
was the son of Lex. You sure you didn't say Lionel?
Lex.
I have to watch that movie again. Well,
Yeah.
Lionel Luthor, that was his father's name. Like I said, they loved alliterative fucking names back then. Not so much with DC, but like I said earlier in this
Well,
episode.
you know, like DC, everything was written in the 40s, so think about it. You know, fast talking, high trousers. Can't even say it.
we got the right.
And
No lie.
hats.
Yeah.
Don't forget the hats.
Yeah, Buster.
You going without a lid, Mickey? No, it was from this Diesel comic book I read.
Come on, Buster.
Exactly.
Let's go beat us some niggas.
How come Batman never talks like that?
No.
Batman never spoke like that.
You
He's
don't
from
know
the
that.
40s.
You don't know he did in his personal life.
What, in the 40s?
Come on. Let's go beat up some Irish.
Let's go beat up some homosexuals, Robbins.
Oh man.
All right, no one questions our lifestyle. I'm just a grown adult living with a little boy.
With
no one's gonna
tights.
question it at all. And now let's go beat up some quiz.
I bet you Adam West had a lot to say about that. Oh shit, we should ask him if he weren't dead.
And the third part of the trio leaves for now.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have work.
Nah,
Ice
it's
cream.
okay. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. But have a great night. Have a great night and
I
a great
shall.
day at work. Okay.
I'm gonna read these Wonder Woman comics because I'm interested about her and the Batman pairing. I don't think they should be together, but I'm interested to see their dynamic.
The mic can't hear what you're saying.
Batman and Wonder Woman.
Oh, are they fucking still?
I don't know. That's why I'm reading it to find
I'm not. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not mad at their. I'm not mad at their pairing. At
Like
all,
their parents
but-
kind of like maybe hit or miss. I prefer her in Superman, but
You mean her and Batman?
no, her Wonder Woman. I prefer her with Superman over Batman
Oh,
You know
okay.
what? Not for nothing, I do too.
because like Batman.
She's
needs
the only one
some-
who can handle his load.
They have so much in common.
She can
Batman
handle
needs
his
someone
load.
who can like I don't know challenge him or
Like Catwoman?
exactly. He needs someone who's like damn near a criminal.
Like Catwoman?
He needs a ghetto girl.
Like Catwoman.
Yes.
She grew up in the slums, which
Well,
is white
this-
people for ghetto.
Well, this version of
It's the
her grew
original
up in the
was
slums.
ghetto.
The original version, wasn't she a aristocrat or something? Or was she just a well-to-do girl?
I think so.
Oh
What?
god. She never got back to being rich, did she?
No, because,
Well, she had her way.
because in the later versions they made her a hooker.
And you know,
Well, that was just year one. Like, she wasn't a hooker always.
Yeah, I know. There's an entire documentary about the history of Catwoman.
Being a hooker?
No, about the history of the character.
Yes.
Period.
Selena
Oh.
Kyle, what's the term you on?
Meow. That's not the only pussy you're getting.
I'm sorry, I don't think I can afford it. Like, it would be cool, but I don't think I can afford that.
Oh, don't worry, she'll just take everything you own.
Oh,
you don't
goodness,
have
no.
to pay her.
But she was probably selling it in crime alleys, like she was in Metropolis. Like, hey there, Buster Brown.
Even
Want
if
some
she
of
was,
this?
I mean, then Superman would show up if she was in Metropolis.
But crime alley, she's selling it. She probably selling it to get a fucking number 2 on the fucking
To get a new gun.
no, like to get a meal. She's like, can I get a number 2 with the fry and
Like, shit, I need pancakes. It's 3 a.m.
You gotta do. Look, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right?
selling your ass to get a fresh and fruity from fucking IHOP? Hey,
Why didn't she just sneak into like a Wayne Manor and be like, Alfred, I need cereal?
but this is probably before she
Like,
stopped cooking when she was still, after she
didn't
became
know
Catwoman.
Batman.
She was like, hey, Mr. Wayne, want to make it Wayne on me?
Oh, jeez.
He's like, I think I've got the time. What's
And
your
the
name?
money, so do you want to make it official? I don't
How
know.
come you're the only girlfriend I can have that Talia doesn't kill? Who's that? My crazy baby mama, but don't worry about her.
Crazy is putting it lightly.
Like,
And we don't talk about my bastard Terry McGinnis. Don't
Well,
ask me what I
Hey,
first
done said, oh wait, time
No,
the
no,
fuck
hold
out.
it, whoa.
Come closer to the mic now. You're not leaving just yet. Get over here. Because he's not his bastard. He didn't even know.
He didn't know.
Amanda
Neither one of-
Waller put Bruce Wayne's DNA in Terry McGinnis' father's body because she felt like the world would always need a Batman. That's not, it's not a bastard if
she's
you,
over here playing God.
It's not a it's not a
Yeah.
bastard. I just really did a JJ from Good Time Club. Like, okay, it's not a bastard if it's not you doing the fucking to produce the baby. It's just your DNA that
Fine,
caused
he's a clone.
during the fucking.
He's a clone.
And some.
He's a weird adopted son.
And some.
He's another weird
Well,
adopted
not a
son.
weird adopted son because he has the same DNA, so he can't be adopted.
Yeah, you can't adopt
You know?
your
So-
own kids.
So Damien, is he technically older or younger than Terry? Because Batman Beyond is way after Damien's
Older.
time.
Damien has got to be older.
Well, yeah, because remember, different continuity.
Continuity, yeah.
I mean, you had this whole thing in Batman Beyond. All of that they made themselves. Then it became a comic. So now you have much like what they did with Harley Quinn. She
She was in the she was in the cartoon.
She was in the cartoon first.
And
Then she got a
everyone liked
following.
her.
And
Then
she
they
didn't
put her
end up in the comics till damn near 10 years later.
exactly. So
Or was it set? Yeah, set like, well, I'm rounding up.
if they
You know
do.
that blonde woman we gave Mr. J? Should we do a comic about her? Nah, fuck it.
No, not just yet.
Not-
Let's see.
Let's just keep doing Wonder
let's
Woman
just-
and Teen Titans and.
And all these other
But Teen Titans
second-
keeps getting canceled.
second tier characters we don't
Does
know.
DC have other female superheroes?
Yeah,
They do.
they do. They got.
They do, they
got
just don't utilize them they should.
like Zatanna, Bumblebee,
Batwoman,
Batwoman, Wonder Girl,
Oracle.
well, who was Batgirl? I mean, you got Batwoman, who's finally getting something on the screen.
I said Batwoman.
You did say Bat. Okay, you did say Batwoman.
He
Yeah.
did.
Frickin' what's her Huntress?
Huntress.
There's a gang of them. It's just
In
they
Young,
keep reusing the same ones over and over.
and then in
because-
Young Justice they made Artemis, and she became like a popular character. So
That she did.
Yep,
that she did.
yep, and she was and I believe she was a animation first character.
Or-
And I'm going now.
Yep.
Terry McGinnis is still a bastard.
You just like saying
You
the
shut
word.
your wet mouth.
You just like saying the word.
I'm a bastard.
Yo, Kyle's the only one that's not. Oh no, Kyle's a
ashamed.
bastard too.
Not exactly. My parents ain't married. But to be fair, Batman's married to none of his baby mamas.
You can shut the door on her now.
True that.
Good night.
Later.
Be safe.
Alright, we hit the hour mark. I think where we can call it. This was a good one.
But I want to know. Okay, I want to know something though.
Okay.
So you sent me that. You sent me that article about the Canadian. You sent me that article about the Canadian sex doll brothel. Explain that, please.
It's a Canadian sex doll brothel. It's kind of self-explanatory.
No, I mean, like, are they paying them or what?
Of course they're gonna
what-
pay. I mean, you can just be like, hey, I'm feeling froggy. Mind if I fuck one of these mannequins?
Like, are we?
No, you gotta pay clearly for a room, and it's by hourly rate, like a regular brothel, and you can literally do probably anything to these things.
How in the
Where
world
like
did you
this,
even?
there's no limit.
Like, how in the world did you even find that though?
Fucking Instagram. Instagram, they look, and that feed, that search feed, you can find some of the wildest shit. Like I sent this, I don't know if I sent it to you. I know I sent it to one of my friends the other day. It was this kid who, I guess LA was trying to put a ban on house parties, and this kid went to
Wow.
the Senate and was like, listen, you can't do that because I had my first sexual awakening at house parties. I got drunk at them, all this other stuff. So, look, that search feed, that's where I found it. I was like, Kyle, I gotta show you
Man, no, and it's only because I'm like, are you trying to tell us to make a sequel of the only not safe for work episode we have?
this. Maybe, Kyle.
Okay, for those who don't know, we did a sex doll episode where we talked about sex dolls with artificial intelligence, and if you want to go back and listen to it,
Please do.
please do. But also keep in mind, it's a not safe for work episode, obviously, and I would not recommend it for kids. So
Well, it's what the not safe for work kind of implies. It's not for kids.
word. So yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, as soon as you said that, I was like, sequel?
Maybe.
It seemed like you were sequel baiting me, bro.
I wasn't. I just wanted to show you because we had that episode. But now that I'm talking about, I mean, we might.
Like, are we gonna have to come up with
might have
get
to
some
do-
more research?
We might have to do a part two to that.
Do a part
Just
two?
because the fact that there's a sex
doll
brothel.
but there's no. But do any of them have AI?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Like I said, that's why I said like a sex doll brothel would probably be like the ideal thing for the really freaky because you can do literally anything to them to zero.
Uh-huh.
It's like you can punch them in the face if you want it. Well, I guess to an extent. You don't
But
want to
here's
break
the,
it.
but here's the thing. It's still their property, so they have to. You would have to, if you damage the thing.
That's why
you
I
probably
said to
have
an extent. Yeah, you can't break the thing. You can't ruin
Right.
them.
Exactly.
I don't know why I went straight to punch the face. Is that
Yeah,
something
why-
about me?
Why did you?
Am I secretly a violent person?
Are you secretly angry at womankind or something?
No, God no.
How about the say,
A
dude?
little. No.
Oh my God.
No,
Okay.
it's not some screw-fly solutions.
Okay, good. Well, with that, I think we're going to end this for now.
Yeah.
But we will probably come back to some of these topics later on in the
Probably.
future.
Listen.
But check us out on SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram,
MySpace, Friendster, AIM Messenger, fucking other means of conveyance, the Game Boy camera, 3DS chat, or regular DS chat, carrier pigeon, passing a note to your friend in second period.
snail mail.
Um,
You forgot the snail mail.
no, because I feel carrier pigeon works the same way. Wells Fargo Messenger, covered wagons, listening to a shell thing, you're gonna hear the ocean, all those formats.
And we will see you on the next broadcast. Peace, love, and never be normal.